Hello, beautiful souls. It has been a while since I've posted something new. I've been busy putting up the parts to the Own Your Stage series. So today I want to hop on and talk to you about stagnation and the perseverance or ways to overcome it and how this happens. So Mercury is in retrograde, and this sometimes causes a lot of chaos or this feeling of stagnation in your life. Mind you, like, you can have it during other parts of your life. It doesn't have to be related to a planet. But for me specifically in this story, it feels like it has a lot to do with that, or at least related to the mindset component of it. So, for the past couple of weeks, I have been feeling this, I guess it'd be like this stagnation, this like slow, stuck feeling. And it's not that I'm stuck. Like, in reality, when I sit with it and when I think about it, like, there's a lot of things happening for me. There's a lot of change happening. There's a lot of success happening. But it's almost like this disillusion that I'm stuck. And I've been navigating it. Like, I've been working through it. I've been sitting with it. I've been surrendering it. And yesterday I was feeling really great. And I was like, I'm going to go do some renos on my room that I'm turning into an office space, which is right there, right behind me, the trigger of it all. And I did it and felt really great. But then this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't know if that's the color I want it. Like, I picked that color 5 years ago, just because it's been on the back burner since then. And I don't know if it's going to be too dark. I don't know if it's going to go with the floor. I can't choose the floor. And the process that I thought was going to be so freeing and so seamless and go smoothly has, I guess, so to speak, been crumbling down around me this morning and leaving me feeling even more stuck than I was prior to. And it's not the fact that I'm stuck, it's the fact that there's like a lesson behind this. So I was talking to like the sweetest soul, and he was kind of like helping me to see he was Beccaing me, basically. He was helping me to see the bigger picture behind everything. And then I decided to take a shower, and that's when like all of this clarity came to me. So the reason why I wanted to pop on to have this video today was because he suggested to do that, to create and to show other people who are also feeling the same thing, ways that I work through it, because that's a really great opportunity to create community. So, this stuckness is truly a disillusion. Like, it really is, because in reality, like, we're constantly moving, we're constantly changing. We aren't actually ever stuck or in stagnation. It's a disillusion. It feels that way, but we're not. We're more in an ebb. And for some people, ebbs happen for a really like a long period of time. And some people, it's just like a week or two. It depends on your situation. It depends where you are. It depends what's creating the ebb. But the best thing to do is ground down in it. So this morning, after like my mini crisis and talking this out with like my parent knight in shining armor, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go have a shower. Because for me, that's kind of like my sacred space is the shower. It's, I go there when I'm in pain. I go there when I'm having like crazy spiritual symptoms. I go there when I'm not feeling well. I go there just to like cleanse. Obviously, people need to have a shower. But to me, like, the shower is this space where or like the bath is a space where I get like the most, I get a ton of downloads. I get a ton of spiritual insight. I don't know how many times I've like messaged someone after having a shower being like, hey, I have an idea. Like, we have to do this. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go have a shower, because the shower is that ability to like clear your head and clear your mindset and kind of like wash it all away, wash it down the drain. So I did. And while I was in the shower, I was like, okay, what's actually happening here? Like, it's not really the room. The room was like the catalyst of it. What's actually going on in the situation? It's not truly your business because you're having huge success. You're doing all of these amazing things. You're creating all these amazing things. So, what truly is making you feel this stagnation in all areas of your life? And I came down to the conclusion that it was about balance. Like, I've been so, like, my career is my everything. Like, it's my lifestyle, it's how I live my life, it's my personal growth, and it's my career. Like, it's my soul's mission. It's what I'm supposed to be doing in this life. So I pour so much into my career at all times because I'm so passionate about it. But it is, at this point, came to an imbalance for me because I've been so busy creating and so busy doing that I haven't had that opportunity to create balance and create fun or create lightness or create play. There's been definitely like glimpses and moments of it, but it hasn't been really at the forefront. So having the shower allowed me the ability to take a little bit of a deep dive and reconnect, because that's another thing I also realized as of the past couple of weeks, and probably due to all of this like planetary Mercurian energy, I've been more in my head and more like thinking and more, I wouldn't say like ego, but definitely like I can't, because I'm observing the ego, but it's definitely been like more in my head versus my heart. And when I have the most success in my business and when I feel the lightest and the most joyful, it's when I'm in my heart space and when I'm connecting to my heart. So those were the two big things that I realized, like, oh, I'm imbalanced. I'm more in my head. I'm more thinking about the stuff and things that I probably don't need to think about because it's out of my hands. And I'm out of balance. Like, I need to be more in that space of love, joy, happiness, and peace. And when you start creating from that space, everything turns to liquid gold. So even though I know all these things, I'm human. So I needed to take that time out to remember that there are certain things that I need. And if I want to create bigger, expansive visions for my life, those are the things that I'm going to need to incorporate in all avenues of my life, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it is friendships, whether it is business or family or home life. It doesn't matter. I need to have those elements. And those are things that really help me to thrive. So if you're feeling in a stuck state or a rut or there's stagnation, things that really help me is, one, like, get grounded. Like, you need to get grounded. If you're in your head and in your mind and in your ego, it's just going to continue to spin. It's just going to continue to turn over, and you're going to be going down like that downward spiral constantly, and it's going to be a really hard time to try to like climb your way out of it, because your ego, if you listen to it, is very interesting. Like, it will have 5 different plot twists, an end game, like an alternative ending, different characters and storylines going all at once. The ego is not necessarily your friend, but it's not necessarily a bad thing either. So a good thing to do is get grounded and get more into your heart space, tapping more into your intuition and what your heart truly wants, outside of like the fear, the emotions, the thought patterns, the ego, what your ego thinks that you need or want. That's where you're going to find what's actually going on. So if I have like a repetitive thought going on in my head, I always check in with my heart space to be like, is this true? Like, is this actually the truth? And most of the time, 99.8% of the time, is no. It is not true. It is not the truth. So the moment you find yourself in like this stagnation period and you tap more into your heart space, it allows you to actually see the truth of the situation. It allows you to actually see, like, hey, am I running from this situation? Am I, like, whatever the situation is, it allows you to see the truth and how you truly feel about the situation. And from there, you can create radical empowerment and action and a new game plan to help get you out of the stagnation that you're feeling. Another tool that I always use and I go to if I'm feeling kind of like heavier energetically or this disillusion of stagnation, I always go for a healing session. So this week I had a healing session on Tuesday and it was phenomenal. And that generally helps me to get more like grounded, more aware of what's going on. It helps to declutter my mind. It helps to bring more clarity. It helps me to vibrate at a different level. It helps me to relax. Like, healing has so many benefits, and it's not just about your health. It's so intertwined in every aspect of your life. You guys know this. I preach this all the time. But if you're feeling stuck or stagnant, go get a healing session immediately. Like, call right now. Okay. Another thing I do is I go to a space where it's like my sacred space. So, or a space where I can just go to like just be and kind of like mull things through to get to my heart space. So for me, one of my spaces is the shower. I know I automatically feel better when I have a shower, or when even if I'm just like sitting at the bottom of it or whatever, I just like, it's the one thing that can help me create a dynamic shift fast. So find your place that you can go and do that. Because the moment you find clarity in the situation, the moment you're able to turn the situation around and find like the lessons of it. Another tip is to like have your person. So today I had like a knight in shining armor and he came to my rescue and he just talked, like he literally beckoned me. He just like listened to me, understood where I was coming from. He's like, I hear you, like you got this, like, you know, this is kinds of things that you've taught me. And just having someone there to be vulnerable with and like talk about and talk things through is a game changer. Like, if you can't speak about it, then speaking's interesting because it helps you gain like clarity. And if you have someone who's literally just going to like stand there or sit there and listen to you and take it in, it can help you sometimes. Like, for me, it helps me to get to the answers that I need to get through the process of talking. For other people, it's like you just need that advice component. For me, I just needed like him to show up, which he totally did, and just like listen to me like rant on about how I was feeling in the situation. And through that, he was able to like talk me through it. And then I was like, you know what? He's so right. 100%. I need to go have a shower. And then from the shower, it led me to like, I'm not connected with my heart. Cool. Okay, I need to connect with my heart. Oh, and also this, also joy, also excitement. And the lessons, interestingly enough, in my situation, was exactly what it will help you to get unstuck. Like, if you connect more with your heart space, that's going to help you get unstuck more. It's going to help you see the bigger picture. It's going to help you gain more understanding and awareness and find maybe more tools to help you navigate things. And then also just finding more like joy and lightness, because I think especially for people who are building businesses and have huge visions or want to create so much, if we spend so much time being consumed by that and powering through, we kind of take things too seriously. So, and I can 100% say that I do this. This is totally a thing that I do, which is why I know I need lightness. Like, I need joy, I need fun, I need to get out of my own way. And often, because I'm a Capricorn, like I've talked to you guys before, I'm very passionate about what I do. I have so much hunger behind it. And I want more. I want to change more. But in order to do that, I need to be connecting with my heart space. I need to be finding joy, because that's just what's going to make me better at what I do and create more fun out of things. So those are some simple things that you can do to help shift some of the energy. So just to recap, like, go find some community, go talk to a friend. It's so important, like someone you trust. Go get yourself a knight in shining armor, super important. Go find your sacred space. Go to a place where you feel like, okay, I can just be and connect in my heart space here. Then connect in your heart space, get out of your mind and connect within yourself. Get grounded. Find some joy and some peace, because that will help you shift the dynamic significantly too. We can't, if we stay in the ego, we stay in a lot of that serious, heavy energy, because again, the ego has plot twists for every occasion. So the more you get out of that and get in your body, the easier things are. So do things that you find fun, exciting. Work out is a great way to get more in your body and to get out of your head space, and surround yourself with positive, happy people. So that's what I got for you this week, guys. If you have any questions, go to a healer. That's another one. Do that. Go get some healing. If you have any questions, please holler at me. Let me know. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. I adore you all. Thank you for all of the people who've been watching my videos. Thank you for all of the people who've been cheering me on silently, non-silently. You guys are amazing, and you really help me want to show up more for this. If I ever have a moment where I'm you don't really know, you're the reason why, because it is hard to create something from nothing, and to have people willing to show up or watch your stuff or like your message or comment back on it. It helps to create, it's God, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to share this message with more people who might be experiencing the exact same thing that I'm doing or experiencing, or, just to create change. And every time I have that moment of struggle, which is actually another great tool, is to find your anchor. What anchors you into this? What is your why? And the moment you can click back into the why, and then you do some of those other tips, it finds that reassurance to keep going. Because the important thing is you do need to persist, no matter if it's been a struggle. The struggle's there for a reason. So the more you find the lesson behind it, find your why, ground down, get some healing, get some support system, have some fun, the more you'll be able to navigate all of this crazy energy and all of the crazy ups and downs of life and challenges. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I adore you all. Much love. Bye for now.